Hey everybody, welcome back to Shots Life. This week we're working on the $10 boat, and actually it's been over a couple weeks. I've been doing some small stuff to her, but this is going to be absolutely the worst video that I've ever made. The camera went into 360 mode, so I literally have to aim the camera in the editing software, and so you'll see black corners and stuff. It's terrible. And then my go-to camera, which I'm on right now, that's the one that went into 360 mode after it got an update. And I didn't know it was in 360 mode. Matter of fact, I've made this portion of the video twice now because it kicked back into 360 mode after I've turned it off. So I don't know what's going on. I've got to figure it out. Now the other thing is it corrupted some of the files after that update as well. So like when I'm talking to you, which is a lot about when we're doing the boat stuff, it did, those files errored, and I tried to recover them and they wouldn't recover. So this is going to be the worst ever Grady White video. For Grady White fans of the fans of the $10 boat, you're going to see some of the stuff I'm doing. If you're new to the channel, yeah, watch another video. This is going to be terrible. Anyway, whatever. It is what it is. We got a lot of work done. I need to show you it in video. I'll try to talk to you, I guess, sitting at my desk the best that I can to tell you what's going on if it is not self-explanatory. But anyway, wah. That being said, enjoy the video. I hope everybody stays tuned. Watch it to the end. I don't know. We'll see what happens. All right, let's go edit. This is going to be a long day editing. Ugh. All right, good morning. I'm getting back at this. I'm going to do a little teak oil. I just decided I'm going to do the door up there and get all that stuff cleaned up so it looks good. That'll get us a little farther ahead. This floor is literally looking great. Everything's looking good in here. I'm really happy with this. I'm going to use what little bit I have left to do the two sides of the cabin, but I'll worry about that later. Right now, I'm going to go up there and teak off, or get this teak looking good, see how it comes out. I know it's multicolor, that's going to be, but this should soak it in pretty good. Teak oil, the only bad thing is it doesn't last like the other stuff I stained, but I don't want to take this off the boat, the door and all that stuff. I don't want to take it off and all that stuff, so we're going to teak oil it and see what happens. And then, yeah, at least it'll protect it for a while anyway. All right, let me get busy. All right, so I got about 30 minutes before a truck comes. I got a new bucket and pallet forks for the skid steer coming. So yeah, looking forward to that. So anyway, I'll get a little bit done anyway while we're waiting. Let me get busy. All right, he's here. He's a good driver. He hit me up. He let me know he's at the end of the road, so won't be long. He'll be coming over the hill. It'll take him still another 12 minutes to get in the neighborhood, but hey, he's at the end of the road. All right, so that's awesome. That guy was nice as crap. I've never had a bad truck driver come out here yet. They've all been just wonderful, wonderful people, good Americans. So I'm going to take my trash out real quick because I only want to open this door once, and I'm going to put those inside. But I'm going to use this to take this heavy cardboard out to the street. So I'm going to roll my carton out there. I'm going to get the trash out of the house, get this all down there, and then I'll put this in the building. So I'll be all that to say I'll be back in a second. You won't even notice. Why am I even telling you? I don't know. My life. All right, see you guys in a second. All right, I tried lifting this off. It didn't work out too well, so I'm going to get the skid steer and just come up in here and get it off. I've unbanded it now and I can reach it, so I'll just scoop it up and lift it up off the forks. All right, I got these inside. Got this put together. Probably should have done that with my back, but I just wanted to set it up. And I already put the bucket on this, so I was like, yeah, I'll just set it up. But these forks are massive. You can see the size difference, and I mean just the metal difference, the amount of metal difference compared to the ones for the John Deere. Those are all right. They're not that far different in price either. That's kind of wild. Those are from palletforks.com, or I think it's palletforks.com. And then these are ES, and that's ES. I'm liking ES though. I mean, that's some substantial steel on everything. I mean, everything's welded like crazy. I'm digging it. I'm really digging it. All right, welcome back. It's the day after Thanksgiving. I'm getting back at this. I'm just loving this inside being done like this. Makes it so nice. It's not chalky. It's not fiberglassy anymore. It's just nice. You might not even be able to tell on the camera the difference, but man, it's totally different for sure. All right, so I'm gonna get up under here. I think I'm gonna go ahead and oil all the teak on the door and the framing and all that stuff. I know I still have a lot of work to do over here to rebuild this side, and we'll get to that. And I'm probably gonna cover this wood paneling on the front of the boat with some kind of white plastic, something or other, you know, PVC type material or something. But until then, we're just gonna get her stained up or oiled up, get her looking good, and yeah, we'll go from there.
I slept all night on a big white ship. Seagulls were dancing all around. I woke up with a sunrise on the sea. Such a precious gift to me. The salty breeze and the waves, the slow pace. The salty breeze and the waves. I'm not a right place. Yesterday we followed the road of the moon. We drove all day towards the coast. It remembered me the beauty of this life. Such a feeling to be alive. The salty breeze in my lungs, and back to where I'm from. The salty breeze in my lungs. On and on and on and on. Salty breeze and the waves, the slower pace. The salty breeze and the waves.
So that looks pretty daggone good. I mean, we did quite a bit there. That stuff did that clean that right up, that board. It got that, you know, that fiberglass stuff that was like kind of in on it, and that oil just going right through it. Then I was able to wipe it off, and it just cleaned it nice. So hopefully we'll see what happens with it, but hopefully it lasts. We still got to fix this all down here, and the same on this one over here, even though it's not broke off like that side was. It still probably needs a little work there, and I'd like to put black in those cubbies, but you know, there's time for it, and we'll get to it. I mean, it's like whatever, it's everything else, right? One step at a time. But that really cleaned it up, I think. I think I'm going to get inside the cabin and just go around the woodwork inside the cabin. If you're wondering why I'm not sanding this down and all that, other than the very back pieces here, I could have done that. They're actually in really good shape. They didn't get that weather because they're underneath the top, so they're not all worn out and like really harsh, except for these back two pieces on each of these things here. But the rest of them are in really great shape, so they don't really need to be redone, I don't think. I mean, I think that looks beautiful right there, actually. Really looks classy and old-timey. So yeah, so that's why I ended up doing the other ones, tearing all those down. I'll probably try to do these right here, actually. We'll do those real quick and get those started to come back. And then, yeah, we'll do that real quick, and then we'll go on from there, I guess. You know, easy job, but boy, it sure cleaned it up, didn't it? Beautiful. I mean, I love that wood. Anyway, let me get working on these back here. You know, before this was polyglue, when I would spill on this thing, it would stain it. That's why I had to be so careful when I put that cardboard down and all that. But now that it's polyglued, it's sealed, you just wipe this stuff right off. It's just like oil with a little bit of staining, I think. But yeah, it just wipes right out now. So, easy peasy. Matter of fact, I don't mind getting on the boat a little bit because I know I can just wipe it off. So get that wood nice and juiced up. Woo, those look 100 times better than they did, that's for sure. That's the roughest one right there. I think this side must have been in the sun more or something than that side, I don't know. These ones, well, these ones are soaking it in pretty good, but they look better. They're lighter wood. I don't know, they're all rough, I guess. All right, we'll probably hit those again here shortly, I mean, sometime. But yeah, let's go teak the inside of this and see if we can get some of that done too. It's really too cold to do anything else. Oh, you know what? I don't think I did these. I did not. So we'll do those real quick. They need it. Other than throwing things down here, I haven't been down here in a while. Oh, I gotta get this step back on here too. I don't know where that is actually. Yeah, so I'm just gonna do this right around here, see how it comes out. We'll go from there. I probably should already have this done, but you guys got me working on the hole and all the rot. I never got to do the fun stuff. I might take all this out. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do here. It's all sticking on there pretty good. Sure needs to be cleaned though. Maybe I can steam clean that out. I think I tried that though, didn't I? Alright, just coming along. I'm having to move everything. I wasn't really planning on doing this, but now I'm into it. But look how beautiful that wood is coming out. I mean, just gorgeous. Of course, it's been in here all protected, but it's looking nice in here for sure. So we got all the way around. I'm just going to do these two cabinets, I think. On this side, I got to get that cabinet mounted back in there with all the pieces there somewhere. I don't know. So, and then I got all the drawers to fit inside that. I got to find all those, and I think those are the ones that have the locking knobs. They all lock on there. So, but we'll find them and get them put back in, that's for sure. And we'll get these cleaned up real quick. And yeah, that's a pretty successful day, if you ask me. Beautiful, beautiful, getting this stuff done. All right, she's cleaning up slowly but surely. And I thought this was going to be like a couple-week job when I started. Here we are. Some of you are complaining about it even. It's been so long. I don't blame you. But you don't have to wake up to my wife every night, so I've got to keep her happy, which means I don't necessarily got to work on the boat every time, all week. That teak just blooms back. And this oil, I just kind of wipe it off. It just kind of makes everything turn back up. Of course, I'll get in here and scrub all this fiberglass eventually, but hopefully you guys had a great Thanksgiving. Hopefully I get this video out in a relative good amount of time, where it actually is close to Thanksgiving when you see it. Who knows? Who knows? Sometimes I think, man, I'm going to get right on that. And I don't get anything done for quite a while. Well, I think it all came out really well. We've got all the wood done up in here on the sides, the window trims, around that thing. Everything looks good. I do need to get in here and just work out the stair down. I need to find that other stair and get it put in. There's something blocking this from being pushed in, so that must be why it's sitting out. I probably, when I put that new stringer in there, so I'll probably have to get in there and cut something behind there. I need to get these cabinets stained or oiled up and get those put in. And then obviously we need to vacuum up and clean up real good. But we're getting to the steps where we're going to be doing a lot of cleanup and whatever. You know, of course I made a mess there. He's back up now, nice and oiled. But yeah, I mean, that was a pretty good day, huh? Especially for not thinking I'm going to get anything done. Now I know that I'm going to have to come back here and oil this stuff again, for sure, because that's just all part of it. It sucks it in. This first coat will really get sucked in, and matter of fact, I better get some more teak oil on order. But yeah, just absolutely gorgeous. We're getting her back to the shape she should be in. These came out pretty good, I think. I do need to do the bottoms of these. I'll let them dry up. I just sprayed the tops. There's a little bit missing off the top. Matter of fact, I see a little bit on the end there. I'll hit that real quick. But yeah, and if you're wondering how I can hit them so quick, it isn't that quick. We were in there for quite a while. I was looking for things and whatever, trying to find tools and whatever. I'm so discombobulated at the beginning of the summer. I mean, it's just because I've been doing everything inside. Now I'm trying to get everything outside. So, all right, so let's let that dry up a little bit. We'll get those moved inside so they can just sit inside and dry, and then we can decide what we're going to do from there. I think I'm just going to spray them white for now and get them in the boat, and then later we can come back as a future project and dress them up real good and all that. So again, I think my goal right now is to get the boat in the water at this point, and then we'll come back and do projects afterwards. So all right, I know a lot of you getting frustrated with me. I'm trying to quell you. Trying to quell the masses. It's the world we live in. Don't do what you want. All right. I need to clean this mess up too. I can't believe I have you back here. It's so messy. This is for the top of my the siding I have to do still this summer, and leftover fence from my dad's, and concrete fence, and just steel in general from the farm. And these pallets came from the cabinets, and this was the tub pallet. It's great to paint on though, but it sure is ugly. But I'll get these all burned up here later in the year when the water's down and I get to my nice burn place where it's not underneath the trees. I just mowed, and look at that, man. And I got, boy, look at all the dandelions. My neighbors probably hate me. I just don't like putting chemicals on the ground, so I don't like mowing either, to be honest with you. I do it one full day a week, and you know, if I fertilize, I'm gonna have to do even more, or my grass looks even taller. My neighbor lady takes care of all her stuff perfectly. She's got hers down to like a schedule, but not me. Just money. And then I don't have money for grass. I'm working on a boat. All right. All right. I know boat people are going, you're stupid, do this, it's easy. But I just want to see how they have it set. I have a feeling they have it set that you can use it off the switch and it comes on, or it'll come on with the float. Either way, is what I'm assuming they do. But you know what they say about assumptions. Well, I guess don't tell me anything different. All right, so the black to the pump goes to the black. So maybe these two just went together on that third leg. And what would that do? That means that the power would come in there, go through the float, and go to here. Or the power just comes straight in, turn the motor on. So that's what they did. So you had a choice of either the pump float, which gets power, or the switch, which would give it power. Makes sense, right? Okie dokie. Okay. Figure this out now. Straighten these wires up. I'm probably gonna cut half of this off anyway. All right, so it says no more than 5 degrees up, but it doesn't say what you can put it down. Looks like it's meant to be on a bow. It says don't put it this way. You can put it this way. Doesn't say anything about going sideways, but we're putting it sideways. That's the way the old one was. So I'm gonna put it right there where the old one was, I think. I probably need to put it to the edge of that board though. And the reason being is to let the tube, because I'm putting this way, the water's gonna go out that way. So I think I gotta do that. That's what I think. And then all these connections will have to be up here. Get this thing straightened up a little bit. All my little connections will go up here. Zip tie them up there. Boom, boom, boom. That'll sit that way. Well, I think I can pop the bottom of that off and kind of just glue it down there without making too much of a mess. And that'll go that way. We'll hook everything up here. Screw that down right there. Bing, bing. Bing, bing, bing. Actually, there's a hole there. No, there's not. Just a black mark. But yeah, we'll screw that there, that there, that there. I think that'll work. What do you think? Oh. Thanks. I can hear you loud and clear. Don't do it. Half of you are like, don't do it. You're missing this. And the other half are like, that looks good. Okay. Come on, what am I going to mount this with? Am I just going to glue it with like 5700 on there? I don't really want to fill those holes, you know what I mean? That comes off. See, I'm worried about this not being able to clear. And then I don't want to get too much on this because I don't want to get caught up on that, you know what I mean? Alright, so I think I'm satisfied with this. I keep going back and forth on this. I've got the plug there. I need enough room to get the plug out, which I can do. You don't open this very often. It goes to that front compartment, which has its own bilge. But, and as a matter of fact, it stays blocked so the water that's back here doesn't go forward and then go up into the front of the boat. So, These other ones just drain. These are the other two compartments. It didn't have this one originally. I put this one in, remember, and that drains around the gas tank. So let's see. So I think I'm satisfied with doing that. I'm going to glue that there, blip, blip, right there, and then I'm going to screw this down right there. They did have it here. They had the pump way back here at one time. It's just that it's higher, and I want it to be as low as it can go. That's why I'm trying to put it down here. Does that make sense? So I think that's what I'm going with right there. All right, let me screw this down. Then I'll get some 5200 or whatever and glue that to the bottom. All right, for the switch, I'm going with a little bit shorter screw than what they provide you, just because I don't want to go through this block of wood and out the other side. Yeah. I need to get an extension on this. This is a little extreme, but but it's an extension nonetheless. It doesn't fit good either. It does not fit good at all. There it goes. It does fit good. You just gotta be smarter than it. All right. Does that look good? I think it does. All right, so that's it. I just need to glue said pump to the bottom. I'm going to wipe this up through real quick. Let's see if I can find the vacuum cleaner. I wonder if I will have one out here. I'll vacuum this out real quick. We'll clean it up good, and then we'll glue it down. All right, I got these ocean, the ocean dampener or whatever, the big door that goes up here, and these were the stoppers on the other side. I believe it goes like that. I think the flat side goes to the door, or that would make sense to me. So yeah, I can put those on. Then I think either this one or the other one goes like that, and that top slides in there. I'm not sure. You guys remember? I'm gonna have to go back and look at pictures. It's been so long. All right, let me get that in place because I know that goes there, or I'm pretty sure I know that. Get rid of this extension. Oh, I can't get the thing out. There it goes. Get her on her. All right. Cool. Let's do the other side. Whoa, Joey, whoa! Was that Full House? Whoa, Joey, whoa! See if we can get it to line up. That one had two sets of holes, so hopefully that's in the right one. It looks like the same as the other side, so we'll see. All right, how did these suckers go? That one's actually got a straight. Oh, this one goes on this side for sure. Oh, it's cantered. Well, I guess they both are. I wonder if there's an upside or a downside. Let's see if the holes line up. See, there's a hole there, hole there, hole there. That lines up pretty good. All right, so I'm gonna assume that one goes there. Hole there, and this one goes there. All right, well, we'll get these on. Oh, you gotta go forward. Forward, go in. Oh, it goes way down in there. Okay, so it's that's not gonna work at all. There's a clear hole. And the same with this one. So they're big holes, so I gotta put bigger screws in. Length is fine. Width, not so much. We'll go through. Yes, close. I just need to get this one out. There we go. Had good length, didn't have good girth. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing. Yeah, you can. I don't know if some of you have noticed lately, I'm pointing to something, I'm talking about something that's above the camera. I don't know what's going on with that, but the camera can't see it. Other times like this, you can see 14 feet in the air. So that's why I assume all the time that you can see and you can't sometimes. It's probably because I'm holding it and I'm standing right by it, but I gotta watch that. I'm gonna go with super long up and in. Now if I do, it'll go in the car and go, huh? Ah, crap, I can't go that long. Let's see. It should be okay. Don't want to go in that compartment though. It does go way down in there though. This maybe. Oh yeah, she goes through. She's just deep. Deep. And we'll just put wide, even though these are small holes, I'm gonna go ahead and just put these bigger ones in there. Just because. Put it on the other side, it'll be nice and tight that way. Alright, how beautiful is that? It's kind of cool watching this come together, isn't it? It's kind of cool. We got our little covers to go with this. We got our top to go here. We got that drying. We'll wire that in when it's done. I just don't want to disturb it until it's dry. That's the controller goes there for the remotes up and down. Is that? I wonder if that's sitting on the other side. Can I just get that in there? Let's see, what do we got over here? Oh, this is great. Gray wire right here. Oh, I gotta put the plug back on it probably, huh? Well, let's see if we can find that. Let me get that done. That'd be good. Cause that controls, it's a remote control for putting the motors up and down. Okay. Well, hopefully I took a picture of that though. Yeah, and I gotta find the plug. Too many projects. Hope there's the old 80s remote. And then this plugs into something that I have somewhere. Not that, huh? No. What's that? Earmuffs. Alright, well, I'm not going to bore you with searching for it. I will find it and then I'll get back with you. Be a half-hour program to me. Those are teeth for on the road. I don't know why I got those there. I need to get those out of the bag. All right, well, I'll look for that, and then if I find it, we'll put it in. All right, it took me forever, but I finally found the piece that goes in there. Then I had to get the remote and take the back off so I could put this in here. So that I could figure out the wiring diagram. So yeah, it'll be the same as this side. White, green, and then red. Well, see, it has yellow and brown. So I got white, green, and then I got red and black. So that'll be that'll be interesting to figure out on that part, but white and green should be the same, I'm assuming. I'm sure I have a wiring diagram of this somewhere, but my camera got full. And so I got the cloud, and then I started back in the cloud. Well, the cloud was getting full. So now I've got a hard drive hooked to my old iMac, and it just sits there and downloads onto that. Well, the pictures start disappearing off the cloud then because it doesn't have room, and so I have to go on the hard drive on my old computer to go back and look at those old pictures. But I'm sure I took a picture of this. I mean, that's my nature, right? I take thousands of pictures. Real helpful though when you have to go look it up. Can't find it. But well, we can figure this out through deduction anyway once we get it going. This will just get it hooked up and out of the way, and we'll be one step closer, maybe. I'm pretty sure this is the way it's going to go. I don't know about the red and black for the brown and the yellow, but we will put it on here, and we may have to reverse them later. But once it's set like that, if I do that, I guess that can be the sideways. I don't really like that. Maybe that's why it was bent like that. Go there, it's that way. I guess it doesn't really matter which way it goes, but yeah, there you go. There, that's the top. Now let's see if we spin this to there. Oh, that looks good. All right, let's do that. Get a couple little screws. Don't need to be very big. What? Yeah, what are you doing now? Screws are just a little bit bigger than the old ones, that's why I was doing that. Beauteous. Well, all right, well, I think that's gonna be it for me today. I've got to go do some dirt work with the feller, so I'm going to see you guys later. It's not a great boat video, but it's a boat video nonetheless. Hey, we moved forward. We moved forward. All right, see you guys next week.
I want to let